Hello, welcome to another SP15 debrief video. My name's Toby, and here is
Chris Blackburn.
Chris. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Chris is from our Technical Services Enablement team, and today we're going to talk about some of the changes that we saw with regards to applications in Service Pack 15. And the first one we're going to talk about is a really nice one in Exchange mailboxes and being able to do delegation. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting feature, Toby. Delegation, while you can do that from within Exchange normally, what we've now made the availability is to do that from within Command Center. And I mean, a prime use case of this would be if a user has already been potentially backed up, and if I want to give permission to this, but that user has now been eclipsed or removed from Exchange.
Departed somehow.
Correct, because that's typically the situation. But now we can give somebody custodianship of that through the Command Center and not have to worry about dealing with Exchange.
Okay, so the same thing you would do at the Exchange administration level, but we're talking about backup-oriented stuff.
Correct, and so that way we're providing the data from outside Exchange.
Okay,
so. All
right, that's a cool feature. Now we have this other one that I think is going to help our mobile users.
Definitely.
Something called IMAP.
I know IMAP, but it's definitely a new cutting-edge feature. But no, actually, this is while I jest, is actually a fairly robust one. So the ability to give mobile or older or potentially non-traditional items access to content store mail. So a challenge has been for sometimes Mac users, mobile users, or we've often required in the past a plugin to get access to content store mail. Now with IMAP access, almost anything that can read email at this point can get access to the content store mail in a user-familiar way.
Okay, so this is email that we've ingested from either Exchange or Google or somewhere. It's in Commvault repositories.
Correct.
And end users, they're not at their desk, perhaps, or they're on a Mac. They can now quickly and easily get access.
Yes, quickly and easily get access to those items. Those items could be maybe archived off of Exchange, and they'd still be able to retain access through them through Commvault via IMAP.
Okay, so this sounds like we can probably skip some hops and configurations and stuff.
Oh, definitely. It definitely streamlines things tremendously, especially with the user experience or on the user client level. We're no longer needing to push anything out or things like that. So you could use device native options to get to it.
Wow, that sounds great. Now, we also talked this week about some changes with regards to OneNote protection and also OneDrive.
Correct. There's some changes on that as well. The big change is we now have the ability to protect OneDrive files or OneNote files that come from OneDrive. So that actually is a big change. Able to back that up now, be able to get the documents and things like that are also stored there as well. So it's basically picking up on something where we didn't have coverage.
Okay, so expanding the coverage with Office 365 or Microsoft Online.
Correct.
More stuff that we can protect.
Correct, exactly. So I mean that definitely is bringing closer to the full catalog. So
okay, there's one other topic if you have time.
I'll make time for you, Toby.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'd like to tie off with here is some changes in regards to SharePoint.
Yes. So with SharePoint now, and we'll dig into some of the configuration and everything to make that work, but we now have some technology, as long as you set everything up properly, you now have the ability to back up SharePoint, which we've had, obviously, but now, exactly, for years, but now some changes around how we protect that enable some more or some better recovery, let's say that. So now you have the ability to, through basically a SQL backup, a block level backup of that, to provide some point-in-time recovery of that SharePoint information, which allows people to more granularly get at what they might be after.
Okay. So we've had the SQL agent and the block level recovery or table level recovery.
Correct.
That feature's been around for a while.
Correct.
And so if you kind of understand that concept, we're kind of extending this now to...
Exactly. We're now basically extrapolating that or kind of transitioning that over to the SharePoint side of things, which is obviously back-ended by MS SQL.
Awesome. Okay. Well, these are some things you can look forward to in the coming release. Of course, we're doing these Debrief videos before the release of the Service Pack. So look forward to those topics, and we'll see you in the next video.
Sounds good.
Chris?
Oh, thank you. Take care.